kinda into it, it's getting crazy. I think I'm losing it. Oh, I think she's looking having your baby. None of your business. Hi, my name is Lisa and I love to crochet and knit. Many things, it became my lockdown addiction, and now I just simply cannot stop. And for the longest time ever, I've been really obsessed with this Harry Styles Gucci, I think, sweater vest with sheep on it, and I loved it so much, so I decided to make it myself, and this is the finished result. I'm already wearing it now and it's freaking 30 degrees Celsius out here in Amsterdam. It's crazy hot and oh, I'm burning, but I wanted to film this intro, so I'm suffering for you guys. Thank you so much for all the lovely responses on my previous video, and I will for sure make more crochet and knitting videos. So yeah, let's get started. The materials I used are, I think I used in the end 6 skeins of, this is Drops Alaska, I don't have the packaging anymore. I used 5mm circular knitting needles and 4mm circular knitting needles. And I also used a tapestry needle to make the sheep in duplicate stitching. And for the white of the sheep, I used Diablo mohair, and I used 4 strands at a time. Hi guys, so I hope you are all doing well, especially in this pandemic situation, which hopefully is over very soon. And in this video, besides me obsessing over Måneskin music all the time, and Harry Styles of course, because he's the reason behind this video, I won't show you how I knitted the sweater vest, because I used a pattern by someone else. It was by My Favorite Things Knitwear. It's the vest number 1. I will link it down below, and I will also link a very great alternative video which is completely free about a sweater vest that you can also do. It is day, I don't know which day it is actually. Well, it's Tuesday today, but I have restarted this one because I ended up using another pattern that I preferred. So I have restarted, and this is like the back, and I think after that you will have to knit in a round, but I'm not too sure about that. I'm in the midst of exam week and I'm very stressed and I have to do a lot of stuff, but I try to still knit to just, I don't know, have a break and not have a total breakdown. Have a break instead of a breakdown. Yeah. And so far it's pretty nice. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say except for that I'm just hoping that, again, sizing is always a problem.
It's kinda crazy, the kinds of things life throws at you. I never knew I'd feel so safe in your arms. Now you're all I need. It wasn't long before I knew that I fell for you and you had my heart. As fast as the seasons changed, my heart was stolen. Parts of me that were broken found love. And no amount of distance can change how I'm feeling, 'cause I know this is real.
I'll be there for you. So beautiful. The weather outside. The pattern did use some techniques that I wasn't used to. And you also see me all the time switching between continental knitting and non-continental knitting, just because that's what I find easiest to do. But right now I'm actually getting more and more comfortable with continental knitting, and it's just so much faster, especially when you're working in the round. Welcome to my very messy kitchen. But I finished the this is the back, the sweater vest yesterday. I finished knitting it. It's now just a plain blue knitted sweater vest. It did take me quite long to make it because it used some techniques that I didn't know how to do before, and working on circular needles. But once you are like in the round, it knits up really quickly and fast, so that's quite good actually. And now it's time to make the sheep. I will do this by duplicate stitching. I've actually never used this technique before, and at this point I'm not sure if I made the right decision on doing it like this, but I figured it would be easier to do it in duplicate stitching instead of while I was knitting the sweater vest. So we will see. And there are, of course, as always, loose ends everywhere that I will just weave in at the end. It's the next day. My room is an even bigger mess than yesterday, but I have one sheep done. It took me a while to figure out how to make the sheep, but the first sheep is now done. It will not look perfectly like Harry Styles Gucci sweater vest because I couldn't really find the right pattern for it, and I'm not that skilled that I can make it like that, but I think it's gonna look very, very cute, and I will just continue it. And I will show you how I made this very first cute sheep. He maybe has to have a name. I'll think of a name for my baby sheep.
Could have been a painter, could have studied law. Instead you are my paintbrush, you're my curriculum. Could have been a sailor, could have been an astronaut. Instead I drive for miles just to get to where you are. I saw you out in Leicester Square, thought about you in the shower. I paid to watch you stand up there and gave you all the power. You say she's a work of art. You pick her up from school, but she blows you off. Don't you know?
Look at them! Oh, they're so cute looking. I love them already, my baby sheep.
What do you want to say? And I'll write your name. 'Cause I need a thought tonight. So much free, set my life. Like a criminal undercover. Like someone working into your heart like that. All I want. I saw you out in Hollywood, so we drove to Laurel Canyon. I gave you all of my spare time, and you just couldn't stand it.
I finished knitting some more sheep by now. I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 almost. And I will show you in a bit how I do it, because I first wanted to kind of get used to the technique myself before trying to show it, because I've never done duplicate stitching before. And I like the way that they are coming out. It's taking quite a lot of time to do it, but it's very therapeutic to do, so I don't really mind that. And now I'm figuring out like what is the best way to do this, and I guess at this point I'm getting pretty comfortable with the technique as well. So yes, this is what the sheep look like right now. From up close you can see that it's a bit messy at some points, but from far away it looks really, really cute. Also yesterday I got this like thing for baby plants from one of my neighbors, and I think it's so cute. I put all the little baby plants in there right now so they can grow, and I don't know, I just love it. Look at them, all my baby plants, and I still have room for more. Okay, I will try and see if I can explain the way I do it, the way I make the sheep. I will now put in the screen the kind of pattern I am using, both for like, they're mirrored, they're the same but they are mirrored, but I will put them in the screen now so you can pause if you want to recreate it. I did use this pattern from another tutorial. It's not in English, but they also made the Harry Styles sheep sweater vest, so I use it from them. So a great thank you to that tutorial, and I will also link that tutorial down below as well, of course. Oh my god, I'm really like typing this. But I will try to explain how I do the duplicate stitch, because as you see there are these little V's everywhere. Wait, I'll zoom in. And every V I do by duplicate stitching. I will also link down a tutorial on duplicate stitch so it's easier to follow, but I will show you on the next one. So okay, let me just finish this specific stitch. For example, now I want to do this V right here. So I go underneath it here, underneath, then I go all the way through, and then I go to the V above, like just above here, like this, pull it through, and then you go back again in the same V spot underneath. I think this is really not clear, but I will link down a duplicate stitch tutorial down below. And I will also write down like the whole pattern I used for the sheep and the distances I keep between them. Of course, if you make it in a bigger size or smaller size, you might want to do less or more sheep, and you could also try to make them better, but as a beginner myself, I'm not so sure how to do that in a good way. So it's kind of like embroidery. It's very easy to do, but it's very time consuming, and you do have to do some calculation stuff. And the most important thing is that you keep the right tension, because as you can see, if I, well, you can't really see it that clear, but if I pull it like really tight, it starts to look very odd. So you have to keep the same tension everywhere. And that's one more sheep that's finished up. They're like a little loose. And here. Here's a close-up, and here's what I meant with all the little V's. As you see, I'm still not the best at duplicate stitching and having the tension right, but I think like from a bit further away, here's my camera battery. From a bit further away, it looks nice. Like I don't like this part here that much, and I've made a little mistake here as well, but I think like from far away it looks pretty nice. So yeah, with the little V's, I mean like every stitch has like this little V, like that.
You say you're a vampire and you're burning in the light. Stuck watching movies, I can't stand the black and white. I'm finally torn up enough to see the other side, but I'll take some time. It's on your freight train, twisting down the track. Somebody later move forward 2 steps back.
So yeah, I'm finished with everything now. This is the final result. I never actually thought of a name for the first sheep, so if you have a name you can let me know, and you can name the sheep together. In my mirror again, that's of course very dirty. This is a final overview of what it looks like. It's pretty short. There are sleeves. Some of the sheep are cut in half, you can see, of course. And I will of course show you another close-up as well. But I'm really happy with the result, and yeah. I think it turned out very, very cute. It did take a lot of time, but I mean, every knitting project does, so it's not something new to me at all. I didn't do the back. I'm sorry, you can see it. It's still plain blue. For now, I don't mind. And maybe if I, in a couple of weeks from now, have new motivation to work on this project again, maybe by then I will also do the back. But for now, this is good enough. And it's summer now anyway, so I probably won't be wearing it this much in the couple of months that are yet to come. But I can't wait to wear it more because I think it's turned out very, very cute. I love making it. It was such a fun technique and it was not that difficult at all. And I really hope that you will also decide to recreate cool, very expensive items that you like. And if you do, of course, let me know and send it to me on Instagram or in the comments down below, of course. So thank you so much for watching and see you next time. Doei!